What's going on, folks? Mr. Soul Lover Man. We are back in this piece. Hope everybody out there is doing good, great on this big, what's today, Thursday, as the week rolls on along, folks. Let's see here. Forgot to. Let's see here. But what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. We are live. We are back. We are live. Hope everybody out there is doing amazing on this big old Thursday. Let me get some music playing. Give me a second here, folks. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see, R&B. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. All right, there we go, ladies. We got the music going. Finally. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't seen this face before, I am Mr. Soul of a Man 504. Hope everybody out there is doing pretty cool. You know, all that. So, So today we are talking about the price is right. When we say the price is right, we are talking about knowing your value and really and truly understanding your worth. This is your first time watching yours truly. This is your first time watching yours truly. I'm here like in the morning around this time, man. Probably like at night, probably around like 9 o'clock around the time. 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. like Central Standard Time. You know, so. So we start out with the fact that some of y'all are just some of y'all just feel like you're in too deep. Like your situation is, like your situation is not, like you forgot that you were in something before this. And like wherever you are now, like it's not gonna, you know what I mean? Like it's not like you're not gonna be able to get out of it or dig yourself out of it. But remember, with great destiny and power comes amazing opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. So you see, you have the world of opportunities that are really initially at your fingertips. Sometimes you just have to know how to pull yourself out of it. And what's going on, ma'am? How are you? I know you was up last night. I saw your little green light on. Want to try to play it all the time on USB. We know you was up, man. We know you was up. For real. That's all right. Ten of Cups is saying like synergy, balance, moving forward. This is this is about getting yourself together, getting yourself together, having some amazing dreams. When I say dreams, I mean like dreams like when you're going to sleep at night and all of that good stuff. Sure this thing is on. Cards. So your synergy or your synergy, your balance is very important. Moving forward. It's like somebody is either you're going on an interview or you're about to go on one, and you do have something new um, coming in. So you do have you do have you do have new energy, you do have new energy and new opportunities that are coming there. Looks like someone might be getting over some kind of a relationship or some type of yeah, as you should go to sleep on over there because that I don't know, you know, that spot ain't it for real. It feels like it ain't it. But anyway, that's why I always say that ain't the only show in town, baby. But yeah, somebody out there with the old woe is me. Like there's a feels like you have more of a it's me kind of mentality going on. But just to let you know that that you are greater than that, that you are bigger than that, that you can um your spiritual weight is greater. I'll just say like your spiritual weight is greater than your situation. Just to say that you have more power over your situation than you know moving forward. Sometimes you do have to take a calculated risk. Sometimes you may find yourself in a situation, maybe like work wise, but just know that this is something, and don't forget to follow folks. Just know that this is something that is just know that this is something that is just very short and to the point, and that you will be moving on to something better and greater. That is how that is, and that is how that works out. Also, I'm getting don't try not to block your blessings. Try not to block your blessings. Moving in the sense of you are worthy of you are very much so worthy of what is to come, and also looking at trying to look at something in your life, something in your life, and being and trying to be appreciative of it, like something. Try to find something in your life, and try to be look at something in your life. Try to look at something in your life. Try to be appreciative. Sometimes I know it's hard because you're going through stuff and it's frustrating. And, you know, if you are in a great situation, cool, keep that momentum going. Do what you got to do to keep leveling up. That's the important thing. Don't just get in a don't just get in a better or a greater situation and be like a deer in the headlights. You know, um, yeah, so don't get yourself in a bad or great situation when they're in there. That's like, okay, cool, I'm here, yay. No, you need to continue to level up. You had a plan going in, you got a plan when you in there, because that situation is going to be what it is. But you're moving forward and you're taking calculated risks. You're like, okay, cool, I'm here. Now what do I need to do? You're main uh, you have your composure, everything that you learned along the way to get yourself in that moment. So the Ada staff is talking about it looks like this is talking about like communication moving forward. This is about being more straightforward with yourself and really those around you. This is talking about that honesty is the best policy for you. How do you get yourself out of a situation that um, I don't know, you were impulsive, you jumped in. Um, I don't know. It just probably just depends on what the situation is, but you do have that magician inside of you. You got your prayer, you got your manifestation. Some of you have the gift, the gifts. You have that anointing. You really and truly you do. You have that anointing on your life, and that is saying that you can get out of that situation. Mhm. See, it's like Brandy said, everything's gonna be all right. Really sure everything's gonna be all right. Let's see what else. Yeah. As you continue to go on your journey, you're going to you're going to continue to grow. You're going to continue to blossom beautifully. This is talking about like your spiritual gifts, your ascended ancestors are going to start to come in. I'm getting like a lot of you like to march to your own beat, so to speak, and that's okay. I like to do the same thing myself. Nothing wrong with that. But sometimes we do have to sit and listen. Sometimes you really do. Sometimes you really do have to. Sometimes you do have to really just sit down and listen to what your inner higher self has to say. Like you have to get to just get to a point where you're just in quiet and where you can just really hear what's going on with you can hear like that inner quiet, that inner peace, wherever it is you go to do that. um if you do it with music or if you do it somewhere, I don't know, in the park or I don't know, wherever it is, wherever you find your peace, but really and truly sitting down and listening to what your inner self has to say, about your situation. Like that movie, The Matrix. There was, I think it was part two of The Matrix. Neo was trapped in like this little train station, and he told himself, you know what? You got yourself into this, you can he said, you got yourself into this, you can get yourself out. And that's the same, that's the same with you. Like you can like if you find yourself in an undesirable situation, and always, as I always tell people, keep your spiritual protection up. Always keep your spiritual protection up, because while you're going out through your day are really within yourself, like negative thoughts and all of that stuff, and people out here with the garbage that they're going through, and all of that. I mean, it's very important to cleanse yourself, to cleanse, like go home and whatever that was that happened during the day, your home life should be peaceful. If there's nowhere else that you should find peace, it should be at home. If you're, and I get everybody's life is different, but there's, for me, my home life is all, I don't, no, no, no. I keep the drama, I keep the drama out. And there are things that you could do to keep your home life peaceful, really and truly. But the last card is talking about just making the right decisions, three of staffs, brand new horizons, new sunrises, and all of that good stuff. So and not waiting for a new year, but starting to do things now for yourself, to really to get yourself either back on track and all of that stuff. Because I'll tell you, this year has been yearing. 2024, I will never forget. I will never, as long as I'm around, we'll never forget this year because it has been. This year has been something else. Like really and truly, it's been something else. Hmm. Yeah, but call on your higher self. Call on your guides, for help, because in this journey of life, we do need help. We do. And it's tried and true to say like, we cannot do it on our own. Make sure this thing turned up some. Yeah, so it's very much so tried and true to let you know that, certain things you can't do on your own, yes, but you can't do it. Some eventually you're gonna need it. And that's just naturally what, eventually you're going to need. And that's just that's just naturally what that is, man. And just know that I think I heard some young ladies talking the other day, and I think I heard them saying something about knowing your worth and knowing your value. I don't know, they were talking about a lot of stuff, the past and what happened, what they like, and how women know when they get to talking and blah blah blah. But some of the things that I agree with is like, knowing your value. That is so important. Knowing your value on top of everything else, like getting somebody in your personal life, they got to be this and that, blah, 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 and whatever, whatever. That's an individual thing. And I'm not going to get into that because I really don't like talking about you know, um, like dating stuff and all of that because it's just a lot of that conversation could be a headache. Some of it can be funny. But man, oh man. But anyway, but just say that knowing your worth, knowing your value is very much so important. Just to say that yes, some things are
It's
probably
9 o'clock.
thank you, thank you. Just to say that some things that probably happened in your life, that you probably made some decisions and you are where you are. Some people from the outside looking in, man, look at your situation and be like, that's not for me. It's okay, but wherever you are, whatever that is, you can still have great things in you know. So you still can have a way and around from people because there's ways to get certain things in your life, and you making the not just the right decisions, but you not just making like the you're not making just the right decisions, um but the righteous decisions. You bring the because you have the power of just you have that power to allow. Hey, thank you for following. This is your first time seeing yours truly over here on the Beagle app. Don't forget to follow, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, so you do have power like He Man, like that He Man cartoon back in the day. if y'all remember that cartoon, he would always pull his sword out, and say, hey, I have the power, by the power of grace, I have the power. So, you have that power within you, like I like I love learning new things, especially like spiritual things. So that was I saw a video yesterday, and there was a young lady saying, like, if your hands itch, like, this is a kind of like a hoodoo thing, and like if your hands itch, whatever hand is itching, you can write, like, write in your hand like the amount of money or something that you want to come in, spiritually, supernaturally, like when your hands are itching, whatever, just write down what you want. For me, I closed it and sealed it, consecrated it, and let that be what that is. So there are just different ways and just different. I love learning about, especially about, things, in my culture and all of that stuff like that. How you can call in abundance and your protection, and and all of that stuff. How you really don't have to naturally, go through the nonsense of a lot of the nonsense and stuff, out here. And I don't. I'm trying to see what song. Yeah, I think that sometimes I think that it could be I think it could be a thing that sometimes people, I think that sometimes it's a thing um that some people may not know their worth, or may not know exactly how powerful they are, and things are going to happen daily. You're going to see things in your dreams. Things are going to naturally happen in your life, and that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. We try to be as prepared as possible for everything, but we can't. Some things just unexpected. You might sometimes you get a phone call, such as in the hospital, or such as passed away. Things just life. We still have to live it. It just kind of goes like that. It sucks, but all right, I'll just leave that at that for now. Yeah. So, man, it is just interesting, but just knowing your price, knowing your value, knowing your worth. Like when you get a new job, a lot of us aren't used to like negotiating the price, of what you want to make an hour. It could be in a range from this to that, and they say, okay, well, we're offering this, and is that okay? And some of us like, yeah, yeah, because you think like, oh well, I don't want to say anything, but yeah, negotiate. Negotiate your price. Like, seriously, like, negotiate. Negotiate your price, your value. Because you're the thing that's coming to the table, that's helping them to get their bottom line. So you need that. You want to go there and make as much as you can. But honestly, for you right now, it's just that the price is right. And don't forget to follow, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, it's just really tried and true. Like the price, the price is right. Like um, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and we were kind of like in agreement. We're both ready for it. We're just both ready for the flip, the shift, whatever you want to call it. Moving forward to greater things, greener pastures, and whatever what God has for us with our ancestors and everybody else that's riding with us. We're ready. We're really ready to go to that. We're really ready. We're like ready, ready, ready to go. Like that song, get ready, get ready, get ready, ready. So we're really ready to move like to that next level in life. We're gonna be super busy, yes. Um and like when people come, gonna be like, well, you're gonna have to wait because like when you when you have all of the free time in the world, it's like sometimes like the phone doesn't ring, nobody calls. But as soon as you get busy, that's when everybody comes to look for you. That is just the wildest thing, man. That is just how it works. I guess it's just the maybe it's just the energy of it. Maybe like really and truly, maybe that's just what it is. And maybe that's just the energy of it. And that's just how it goes. When you it's like, maybe like when you're single, it's like, wow, man, it's like, nobody's asking me to go anywhere. And I'm like really, really single, single. And like your phone's not ringing, but the minute it's like, the minute you meet somebody or something like that, it's like, everybody comes out the woodworks and old people, new people, folks in the middle. It's wild, man. It really is. It really, really, really is wild. It's wild how that goes and how that works. Yeah, but for those of you over here on the Beagle app, if you would like to book your own personal reading, just let me know. Just hit me up in the back channels and all of that good stuff. Oh, and let me see. You ain't lying but that one, Key Sweat, when he said I ain't gonna be here for long. Amen to that. And just to let y'all know, ladies and gentlemen, this book is entitled Princess Destiny and Her Magical Natural Hair. So if you have these books, make amazing Christmas gifts. So all you have to do is just like go to the website, and just order your copy today. So this is the very first book. You know what? I'll read y'all something from here. All right, and this is entitled. This is from Soul of a Man: Poetry for the Body and Soul. I wrote this book way back. Oh, goodness, like 2015. Cool. So this is entitled. Hold on, is the keys so wet? Cool. This is entitled "Heart of a Champion." When you are the only person that looks like you on the job, when there is no one to talk to and you feel society's way, as soon as you walk into the building, when your skin tone is held against you, when your ancestors are shackled and sold out by people who look like them, when your mind should be broken, but you refuse to give up, when you rise like tides of oceans destined for better lands, in hopes to unify with the ones who look like you. This is the truth. This is the heart that beats to its own rhythm. This is the inner beast inside of you, transforming your talents into something greater. Like a beautiful sunset at the end of a hard day. This is the heart and soul of winning. So never give up, ladies and gentlemen. And that is just one of the amazing poems that I have in this book. And that poem is entitled Heart of a Champion. That is from Soul of a Man, a poetry from the mind by Soul, ladies and gentlemen. And you can get that book. Hold on. Let me go right there. Cool. So I put that in the chat thing. So you can I don't know if you can. Oh, I thought you could pin a comment. I don't know. I'm still learning over here. Yeah, but you can get that book on my website. It's www.soulofaman504.com. Because if I don't push myself out there, ladies and gentlemen, Lord knows who will. And this is Princess Destiny, the princess with the magical natural hair. Let me see if I can open it up to a page. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Look at the beautiful illustrations. And imagine like if your kid had this book, like for real, for real. Like imagine if like your kid had this book. And imagine how amazing and uplifting that would be. Like look how beautiful that is. Yeah, seriously, man. Very, very proud of that book. Myself and Miss CJ Inspires, we came together and we wrote that book for little girls because it's important for us, like in our own communities, to uplift these kids, man. Because you think we going through stuff. Oh my lord, I could just imagine when they get like around our whatever age you are out there, how it's going to be for them, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yes, but looks like. hmm, Okay, so one thing, don't be too impulsive to spend your money right now on big things. Just kind of try to hold on to your money. Also, there's new opportunities to gain more money coming in as well, like right behind that. Let me. But I will tell you one thing that I'm thankful for. Even though that this has been a crazy up and down roller coaster year, for yours truly, Mr. Sullivan, man. But I will tell you that I'm still thankful that I was able to make it to the end of this year because it's like, man, whew, it has been something, and it has been something and something and something. Let's see. What was this? Mm. But keep fighting out there, folks. Keep fighting a good fight. It's going to get better. It will. It will. It will. It will. It will. You have to will it. You do. Like you have to like sometimes you will. I'm telling you, you will find it like deep inside yourself, and you will be like, "Hell no, 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 I'm not." You will tell yourself, "You know what? I did not ask for this. I'm not going through this. Nope, I'm out." Nah, man. Seriously, because you know how they say people have to f around and find out. Because you never know who's really spiritually protected. I'll tell you this story. I was working, recently I had the security job. So they call these stupid codes that you have to go in and see what's, the building, some kind of smoke detector. I don't know, all this nonsense. So something happened. I went to go meet the supervisor in one of the buildings, and we were like by a little fire room or something. And so I'm the other three supervisors, and the one lame supervisor that nobody knows, so his punk ass come over. He come he come yeah, very much so, very much so true. So he come walking over, he come walking that stupid self over there. And so um he was like, like, hey, well, what's going on? And he looked at me and like, what's he doing here? And the other supervisor at the time I was cool with, she was like, oh, he's just here helping me, blah blah. And so he just, I don't know, dude was just weird, man. Like really, like, how there's that one person at the job you really want to put your hands on, but it's not worth it because you're not going to be there that long. You know what I mean? Because you're just kind of like passing through. It's kind of one of those situations. So anyway, so and just like a few minutes after he said that, and he just was doing his weird whatever he was doing, he starts to choke. Like really, he starts choking, and I'm just sitting there looking at his stupid self, and I'm sitting as he's choking. I'm sitting there smiling like, see, you don't, like I always say, man, you never know how protective people are, you know. So it's best sometimes, just it's sometimes, it's just best to just leave people alone. You, for whatever reason you don't like them, whatever. You look, keep your distance. Like for real. Like you keep whatever that is, you keep that over there. I'm gonna stay here. I'm just, just coming through here, do what I gotta do for the day. I'm going home. Nope, I'm not staying there doing no stupid overtime. Call my phone. I'm not obligated to pick it up. That's just what that is. So I'm just here to do my, I'm just here to do my time while I'm here doing it. And again, if you guys want to book your own personal sessions, don't forget to follow, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to book your own personal sessions, just hit me in the back channel. So, but man, it's people will try you until they will really try you until they really mess around. They really, but as he was, I mean, when I I'm not, sometimes no, I mean, he was like, he was stroking like somebody had their hands around. Like I wanted to put my hands around his throat. I don't advocate violence, folks, but sometimes we got, well, it's like literally, it's like somebody put their hands around his throat, and that's how he was choking. Like something. You know how like when you swallow something and it's caught in your windpipe, it's like somebody, it's like somebody went hi-ya and karate chopped him right in his windpipe, right in that carotid artery, and he was choking so hard, like he was bent over, and the people was like, "You all right? You all right?" And I'm just sitting there looking at his stupid stuff. So that's what he get when I walk over here with that evil nature and that craziness, man. And like I said, you know, you reap what you sow. That made me so proud of my ancestors that day. There was another time there was this lady. Um, these jobs be so, I don't know. But there was another time there was this lady. She like this Mexican lady, and she was very racist. And so I think I was going. We had moved. I was working downtown, and now we had moved into the low section. We had super super small office. There were like 7 or 8 people in there. I think we're literally like working shoulder to shoulder. So anyway, I was going to the elevators and I was going somewhere, I don't remember. But she walked around that corner and she walked around that corner and she looked my way. And that lady, it's like she took off so fast. I don't know what she saw, but I'm more than sure. I don't know. She probably saw one of my aunts. I don't know what she saw, but it's like, you know how you could tell somebody, like, you watch them movies and people, they like, you saw a ghost or something like that. That's probably what she saw. And when I tell you that that lady ran, she I said she hit that corner so quick. It was so funny. Like, and I said, uh-huh. So that's what you get. I said that's exactly what you get. So, when you hear stories about like voodoo and all of that stuff, yeah, that stuff is real, but you know, sometimes people just have that spiritual protection around them, man. They're super clicked in tight with their ancestors. They're good with God and angel guides and whoever else watches over them. So, really and truly, you have to, sometimes it's good not to bully people, because I see, and I commend them. I see parents teaching their kids about this stuff now. So had I had that when and of course I always knew, like, well, not always. I always, knowing now, like, I was always like being watched over and stuff like that. Just based off the stuff that's happened and certain things that probably tried to take me out, and saying that I shouldn't be here right now, whatever. Because they knew, people, certain things can get a smell of you and your destiny, and know that you have this greater outline potential, and they try to, and they know that um, you have um, you have greater things to do, like on this side, because of what you signed up for, before you came down here, and all of that good stuff. So it's real, man. It's really real out here. It really, really, really is real here. And thank you so much for the follow. Ah, goodness. Mm. And there was this one other lady, same place, but we were working at this, like, where we were working, I don't know, somewhere else in like this big dome, like, because it was a few of us there at the time. But this one lady, this supervisor, the Mexican lady, I don't know what it is with that and these folks in that city. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm not here to say, oh, one group is bad, but if I have a bad, if what's the word I'm trying to look for, if I have a bad, like, whatever, if I have a bad situation with somebody and I didn't do anything to them, I'm gonna call it out. Seriously, I'm gonna call your gender. I'm calling your gender. I'm calling your ethnicity. I'm calling that. And this one now, man. We're not doing that in 2024. Not on Beyonce's internet. No, sir, we bow. No, we are not. But anyway, so hold on. But I was having an issue with this supervisor, and it was two of them. One guy, he was cool, but he didn't really say too much. I could kind of tell he kind of knew what was going on, but he just kind of went there, did his job, and just went home. But anyway, this lady, some people get power trips, and she was, one of those ladies that kind of look like a dude. You know what I'm trying to say? But anyway, um, And I went to I went to one of the head people there, and she was like, well, what's going on? I said, well, I said I think I asked her to switch or to change departments because I was having an issue with the said lady, and she was like, well, because if I just want, I ain't want like, you know, I mean, I could have probably went the route of filing a lawsuit. I ain't really, I ain't getting all that, but because I knew I wasn't gonna really be there that long. But she the head lady was like, one of the head ladies was like, well, who is it? She said, well, I said, it's not the guy. I said, it's the other lady. And she said, okay. And so she was like, well, what's going on? And I was like, bullying and intimidation and racism and, it's basic stuff, people. I'm not saying basic, but, you know how it is in corporate America, stuff that we got to go through. But anyway, so she was like, she said, well, you're not the first person to say that. People have come to me before about her, but she said something about they didn't want to like put it in paper. And she told me, she was like, well, look, won't you just write it, put it in paper. I just wanted to go to a different department because that lady was getting on my nerves, like had, and somebody told me a story where somebody had threatened to beat her ass one day, and I wish I would have been like, yeah, get her. I would have been like Fight Club. I would have been like, yeah, beat her. Like some people do deserve to get their ass beat. They do. But anyway, so she was like, yeah, well, why don't you just write it? Just write. She's just like type it up, send it to me. But I ain't really get into all that. I just wanted to, go to a different department. But even going to a different department, that really didn't solve anything because it was just, because the lady, even though she wasn't, I didn't, she wasn't I wasn't directly around her. There was still, it wasn't just her. It was in every department. It was just in every department. So, but anyway, to get to the spiritual part of it, I think it was like this was last year. I think the end of last year, 2023, and they were wrapping stuff up, and we were about to kind of shut down. We were about to shut down for the holiday and all that stuff. So so anyway, I came back. I came home. And I had to call some of my friends from the Risha Pantheon. And like I said, some people are just connected, man. So I called them these two very powerful individuals, very powerful deities. And when I tell you, uh, from the end of the year to the time I left the department, I did not have a problem with that lady. Like she didn't even look in my direction. Like for real, she did. She didn't tell me nothing. Look, like when I tell you your guides and your ancestors, this stuff is not for play. Play, it's not. But um, yeah, I very much so whoop that trick moment. Yeah, so when I tell you like your ancestors and your guides, they do not play about you or around you, or if somebody's messing with you, you man, listen, you call on them, and you know they whatever that was, I didn't have to deal with it. I like that next day it was done. Seriously, like because it's so much more could have happened at that place, and I don't know, but Lord, she got quiet when I tell you like that lady. People say quiet as a church mouse. She got that quiet real quick, like really, really, really quick. And I forget to don't forget to follow yours truly, ladies and gentlemen. But she got like really, really, really quiet, like really, really, really quick. So it I don't know how I don't know how people do it. Like my cousin asked me, he was like, "Man, why would you go and work in like and because it was it was an office environment. It was about I say 95% women. I'll say, and there was very small population of guys there, and just the like the Me Too movement and all of that, and all of that stuff going on, and he, because you kind of know what time it is out here in society, and especially working in these small little offices, and being an Afro Indigenous male there, you know what I mean? It's like it's and if you're not one of their like favorites, which I really wasn't, to be honest with you. But I don't care. I mean, honestly, the only reason I really stayed is because we got paid every week. And that was it. The money was okay at best. It wasn't really all the money in the world, and I knew, like I always know, I'm only gonna be here for a short amount of time, and after this, I'm going to move on to something else, and that's just them that. But I told, I remember, I told one guy that, um, and he looked at me. He was so shocked that I said that. I said, "Yeah, man, We were talking about something, and I said, I'm not worried about this place, man. I said, I'm just passing through, And I told him like that, not wasn't cocky or whatever. I just knew that I wasn't gonna be there, And they, they ended up moving. Thank you for, yeah. So they ended up moving from downtown to way like to wherever the airport is, and that was way too far. I wasn't going back anyway, so it wasn't a thing, So, but yeah, Lord, that place, when I tell you that place was crazy. I don't know, man. Sometimes you say, Lord, is it even worth getting up in the morning? Like for real, because I don't know. Because and this last place I went, it had a, let's just say, it had a high turnover rate, and I knew, I should have known from the beginning, because like when the the man, it's like the man hired me so fast, like sometimes when you get hired that fast, you gotta, sometimes you gotta look at these situations, because when they have a high turnover rate. Don't get me wrong, the schedule, well, I think I had a 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. schedule. That's probably the only reason why I stayed there Monday through Friday. We didn't get paid every week. The lady, one of the people that worked there, she was like, "Well, we used to get paid every week until the new people took over the contract, whatever, whatever." But anyway, um, but it's another one of the situations where I knew, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna." I already knew the first day. The lady, the head lady, um, she was like, "Look, I'm gonna be honest with you." She said, "It's a lot." She said, and she told me, she said, "Look, if there's ever a day when because she already knew, I don't know, but she already knew, like she could just, I don't know, but it's just one of them things, because I literally saw somebody walk off the job maybe 2 weeks before I left, I think. And um it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. I guess people just figure like, I don't know. I don't know what they think on these jobs, and how, because it word, like with the internet, like word is gonna get out, you know. And, like word, like really and truly, thank you for the, I don't know what that is. Words like it's like those jobs where people were doing warehouse jobs and stuff like that, like working at Amazon. I could never. No, no, no. Like I see people going live working, working at Amazon and stuff like. I am cool in the gang on that one. So But anyway, that's why we manifest and we move how we move, baby. Because sometimes, let me see if I can find that song with Luda. Okay, there we go. Disturbing the peace. Let's see here. Only but goodie, but like Ludacris said, when it's time to move, move. Seriously, whatever. I don't, sometimes you go there and you just be like, today's your last day. Like I went my last day, I just knew. I just knew like I knew. And I just went in there. They tried to they tried to get me to do something. I told them, I think it was that Friday. The girl was like, the one of the supervisor I was cool with. She was like, yeah, I was talking to the head manager, and she was saying sometimes you got to use the people that you're there. But don't get me wrong, I went there every day. I got there on time. I did what I was supposed to do. But in the end, they always try to end up screwing you over for whatever reason. And I'm going to I'm uh, I'm always going to look out. I'm gonna look out for me first, like as you should do. Always on these little jobs, and anything like on these little jobs, always, yeah, your message is there. Look out for you first. When it's time to go, go. Seriously, don't worry about they gonna stay there. Let them, whatever. But you're probably one of those people that and those people, like you have so much protection around you, your protection protects them, and when you leave, the mood changes, and that protection that you had goes with you. And that's just what that is. Now, I don't know what's going on over there. Now, I don't care. That's not my business. But I can tell you like this. I went, she was like, yeah, I went back that Monday. And I walked in there and I told myself, how much longer are you going to keep coming here and doing the same thing that you hate? Like you hate coming here. So why do you keep doing this to yourself? Anyway, so I go there and she was like, okay, well, don't grab the stuff yet. I was like, oh, here we go. She was like, yeah, you and this guy want to switch up and blah blah blah. And basically, I had the if y'all were here earlier, I had to go work in an area with that other manager. I told you that I didn't like, and I told her, I said, this is gonna be a problem. For whatever reason, I didn't listen. I told her I'm not going over there. It's not happening. I said, no. Willing to sit down and talk, negotiate something like that. They were like, well, it's either this, blah, I said, well, I walked, I walked. I was like, ain't no hell. Because I knew if he would have came and said something, it would have been on site. And then it was gonna be a problem. So before I put myself in that situation, I'm like, you know what? Let me get the hell out of here. And so as I'm walking to my car, I hear a voice in my head, the Holy Spirit, God, whatever you wanna. I heard, "Do you trust me?" And I said yes, and I walked away. Did not look back. And I've been right as rain ever since. Really and truly, like and I'm good, and I don't have to worry about going to a place that's very mentally draining because your mental health is very important. You know, your mental health has to be important to you. You're talking to somebody who deals with mental health a lot, like for real. So like your mental health is very, 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 very much so important. It should be. It should be important to you because it's not going to be important to them. The only thing they really worry about is you coming in and having a warm body there to do the job. That's it. That's all they care about. That's it. Bottom line. You probably just care about going there, doing your job, making your money, blah, blah, blah. That's respected. But the other side of it, people don't care about you. They don't, and they never will. They're not your friends, and whatever, whatever. That's just what that is, and that's just naturally how that goes. So, I'll say this. If you want a message, here's your message. Pray for better. Like pray for better, but expect greater. So let me say that again. Um, Ronnie, Sandra. Oh, I'm good. How are you? So yeah, always I'm gonna say this. Pray for better, but expect greater. So that is, if you somebody was asking for a message, that's your message. It is. I'm telling you, it's something else out here, man. These people will try to, like Chris Tucker said in Rush Hour. He said, "Man, do I look like Chicken Joyce to you? Do I look like I fell out the back of the turnip truck?" These people out here are like really and truly something else. So in this world where there's so many get overs and people, pretend that like they down with you and all of this stuff like that, wherever they are, family, friends, just so-called, co-work, whatever, whoever they are, just know that, they're happy for you sometimes when you're either on the same level or beneath them. But let something great happen in your life, and like I heard a guy, he said he went to his job and something happened to his vehicle, and so he had to borrow a vehicle from his one of his family members, and he said it was new and it was a nice vehicle. So he said he pulled up to the job, and he said people just started to hate on him, because of, they work in the same job, making the same money and all of that stuff. But he pulls up, and it's like all of a sudden they just get mad and angry. And for some reason, he said that for some reason he said he invited these people to his house, and I was like, uh, right. I can't wait till the next Rush Hour come out, man. They did another Bad Boys. They could do another Rush Hour. That's all I'm saying. But he said that let me see. I don't know why. Like I don't know why he said that he invited these people to his house. I don't know what would make him do that. I don't think I don't think I've ever in my life invited somebody that I work with to come in to go hang out, or if man, I can't do that because I knew after I left there, that was it. I wasn't trying to see those people. And I knew after I stopped working there, ask me how many people I've ran into, like, literally, that I worked with in the past. Probably 0%. Would like I barely want to see you there. What makes you think I want to see you outside of there? That just But yeah, don't forget to follow, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to book your own personal sessions with yours truly, hit me up. Hit me up in the back channel. And if you would like to get one of these amazing books written by yours truly, Mr. Soul Lover Man, hit me up in the back channel as well. So yeah, man, people out here, people are something. But make sure that you're looking out for you, making sure that you're taking care of you and yours. You got kids and all of that stuff. Make sure y'all are good. All right, y'all. I am going to shut it down and let y'all know. Let me see. Uh, Also, follow me on YouTube, Solo Man 504. So we're growing all over the place, baby. Peace. Shout out to Luda. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead on and shut this down. I will be back on here probably later on tonight with another topic and all of that good stuff. So let me see. I'm gonna shut it down over here. Let me see. In military time, so. Let's see what's going on over here on the tick of the talk. Show my face because it feels like it has been a minute. Look at me doing double duty. Being productive on this Thursday. Thursday. All right, cool. Yeah, well, we're talking about the prices, right? Yeah, cool.